Keith, listen, dude, you're a Long Island native, right? You're a Long Island native.
I was gonna say Sally, but I'm wearing a fucking Islander hat. I really can't. I can't deny it. I can't be like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, you're an Islander.
Yeah, no, I'm.
You don't seem very proud of
born
it.
And bred.
You're one of the few people. You know, pride in Long Island is funny because Long Island's a funny place because it is beautiful. Like there are parts of Long Island that are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, the beaches.
And it's like for all intents and purposes, it's a fine and nice place to live. Like most people who live on Long Island are doing fine and whatever.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like money, like you can buy food and you have a home and stuff, like whatever. They're not doing good mentally, but they're doing good otherwise. But I think one of the reasons that we get along so well, I've always thought about this, is because both of us are from places that are very prideful. Very prideful. You're from Long Island. I'm from Philadelphia.
I would say Philly's got a lot more pride. New York is pride.
Philly's got a lot more pride.
New York has a lot of pride.
Well, you know what's funny? New York City New York City is the smallest part of this state of New York, and it probably has the most pride.
Well, it also has
half
the population.
It also has half the population. But isn't it? But regionally, it's the smallest. New York City is probably got to be one of the smallest pieces of the state, right? Like in terms of like every other county in New York State's huge.
In terms of square footage, yeah, like square mileage, you're probably right about that.
But the density, I guess,
it's so dense. I mean, Long Island, look, when I was growing up on Long Island, it wasn't what it was now because it was still like my grandparents and my parents.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when my parents lived there, it was not.
Well, my grandparent, because again, we were talking about like, the 50s post-war, but my grandfather moved out in the late 60s with my grandma and my dad and his brothers, and they bought a house, and it was like, they moved out of Brooklyn, and they had, I think like a 4-bedroom house on the South Shore of Long Island. Like really living like American dream. And then my parents, they raised us, 3-bedroom house, just idyllic suburbia. Right. And to me, it was just like, whatever traditions that my parents grew up with on Long Island, it's like just a lot of strip malls and bagels and shit. But like, it was never like, I was never like raised to have like pride in being a Long Islander.
Right.
And again, like I also didn't.
But a lot of people are.
Well, I also didn't grow up in like a kind of Guido area.
Right.
Like
literally.
But even
Italians listen to me, Italians, you need to fucking chill out, dude. I'm the only Italian guy who like doesn't care like what street I grew up on.
Because you're only half, that's why.
Yeah, because I'm only half, that's why.
So.
Because the other half's Jewish, where I'm like, I'm not going to tell you anything. Where am I from? It doesn't matter.
But it's like, I feel like now, because Long Island is it's expensive, right? And especially it's like the most expensive part of the state to live in. I think that's not the city.
Is it really?
It's
got that or the Hamptons. Well, Hamptons is Long Island.
Yeah. And Nassau County is the highest property taxes, I think, in the country. So,
it's got to be top 5, if not the top.
So it's
that in like Beverly Hills.
It's one of those things where it's like, yo, I fucking made it. I'm on Long Island. And it's like usually guys from Brooklyn and Queens that grew up in some of the more like, enclaves that are like, hey,
right. And they're like, hey, look at me, I got a fucking yard now. Fuck you.
Look at my house. It's just that. And so it's, and look, Long Island too, we were talking about redlining. It's so racist.
Yeah.
And like Long Island is just, it's one of the most segregated.
I'm not laughing at the races. I'm laughing at just how ridiculous a place it is.
It is. And so,
they are terrified of like black people on Long Island.
Yeah. Well, that's why they all live in specific areas, and then like John Oliver did like a thing about like housing discrimination. Like he had an episode, and it was just all examples from like Nassau County.
It's all like it's like
this an episode about
Nassau High School. Like
it's like they had Newsday went undercover as like home buyers and like
right.
They were recording the shit the realtors were saying to them, and you're like, to me, this is Long Island.
Because every Long Island realtor is just like, what's funny? Long Island's probably the only place where the realtors like are like anti-selling you the place. Like I feel like any other place you go, you talk to someone, they're like, yeah, it's a really beautiful, it's got a great ensuite
it's like, you don't want to live here, trust me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like every Long Island realtor, they're like, yeah, let me tell you something. If you lived here 2 years ago, you would have gotten a good deal and you would have had a better block. But listen, if you want to live here, you got kids? Let me show you another place.
But like Dude, it's like also Long Island just has like a lot of wannabe rednecks.
Yes. Well, you know what? Long
And
Island.
I'll admit in college I had like a country phase, but like
Yeah, of course, dude. I'm from Pennsylvania. I mean, well, at least I kind of have more right to do it.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in rural Pennsylvania too, so like it did kind of resonate a little bit.
Yeah.
But like dude, Long Island, like a lot of pickup trucks for guys who don't have like construction jobs.
It's almost like when you go to like, have you ever been to Houston?
No,
They're all urban cowboys in Houston. Like everyone in Houston like works like a remote marketing job, but they wear like cowboy boots and they have like an F-350.
Yeah, but
and I'm
Long
like,
Island's
guys,
like that. Long Island, but like they're also Guidos, so it's like Guidos with like fucking like flannel shirts without sleeves. Just
dude, can I tell you something? It is so. There are every group of people and every like white people do things that are annoying and they do this and Spanish people do that. But I gotta tell you something. When Italian people are like an annoying Italian guy is worse than like any other.
well, you guys are just loud.
Yeah,
so...
like it's but like Italians like are like. There's like a block. Like they're like, I feel like I've spoken to Italians and I'm like, God, no, I am also Italian. Like you don't have to explain this to me.
Well, with that mustache, I could tell.
Yeah, with the mustache, I could tell.
Yeah,
right.
you're looking like a pizza box.
But no,
like,
but it is true, dude. Italians just Do you think Italians got to be one of the most prideful types of people?
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys.
They just love being Italians. Love being Italian. We love.
Oh yeah, it's like you get stuck behind a Camaro on the Long Island Expressway. It's got the little Italian flag, like the little magnet on the back of the car, and then there's like it's got the boot. It's got the outline of the boot. It's like, bro,
I got the Italian stallion Rocky. I just like, dude, our hero is a fake. Our hero is a person who's not real. It's Rocky.
That's
it's a
okay.
person who's not real.
That's a Philly thing because most Italians from like this part of the country,
they don't care about Rocky.
Well, no, it's Tony Soprano. That's who they worship. I remember
another fake character. Thank you.
Okay, Alex and I used to work the door at this comedy club.
You can say what it is.
I'm not going to say what it is.
Can I say it?
If you want to.
Shout out.
The owner hired this like 20-something-year-old, or no, she was like 20 on the nose. She was 20 years old. This Italian girl from Astoria, Queens, and she was like a fucking mob wife.
Oh my God, I loved her.
Yeah, she was like.
What was her name?
I
feel so bad. She was cool. I did like her.
Yeah, she was very nice, but
she was very chill.
She was very chill, but every time you talked to her, she's like, "Oh my God, I need my Tony Soprano. Like, I need to meet my Tony Soprano." And I'm
this was She was either she needs a Tony Soprano or everything is I have to get something from my bag. Where's my bag?
And like I think she. Again, this is why I don't want to say her name because I don't want to spread rumors. But like,
no, her I won't say.
But like, I think her family may have been affiliated because like she was like, yeah, my dad owns this business and like we kind of.
Oh my God.
This and she's very. I was like, is your dad in the mob? And she was like, no comment. Like she like knows, but it's like, but she's being coy about it. And I'm like, there's no way she's not.
Well, dude.